the city streets at night, and then just like kind of just like listening to music and like having deep conversations. That's kind of my hangout kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Doing something like that is really fun. I'm not a very big con person. The thing is like when I examine my motivations for going to a con, like what are my motivations to go to a con? Really? Is it the attention? Is it the connection with, you know, like, am I trying to connect with, what am I trying to do? You know what I mean? I'm so honest with myself. It's like, I don't want to be, like, it's not the attention or the popularity necessarily. It's nice to be liked sometimes, but I don't really care. And I just, you know, I don't want to connect with people if they're just going to use me. I don't want to use anybody. And if it's to hang out with content creators, you know, like, the fact of the matter is, I don't really, like, there's been so many VTubers who I just haven't gotten along with. I don't feel like, sometimes I feel like friends that are outside of the content creation space, I tend to jive with more. You know what I mean? Because if I'm friends with another content creator, I'm just always constantly thinking like, what are the kind of boundaries and the start and end points of this kind of friendship that we have. That's why I think Gasper and I, and like me and Cam, are kind of longer time friends, is because like we both have our subsets, you know, and we're both good at our little things, and we come together and we share and we love each other genuinely, and we care for one another, and we're brothers, you know what I mean? But with other content creators, you just don't fucking know their intentions all the time. And I don't want to have to play that game with myself, you know, or like second guess myself all the time. Be like, what is it? Yeah. He's so tiring, bros. He's so tiring. But see, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of cool content creators out there, though, and I tend to be friends with more of the girls, because the girls are just, yeah. Usually, when you're friends with a girl, it's like there's not really, their intentions are like, they're not trying to poach or steal from you, or trying to get from your audience, you know what I mean? Like, every single time I talk to a guy, I've talked to like 4 or 5 male indie VTubers. Every single time, within the first 30 minutes, they're like, let's collab, let's do something together. Wouldn't it be great if you told your chat to come to my channel and do this? Like, I'm serious. 5 indie male VTubers I've met. Wouldn't it be great if you told your chat to like come to my KYRIO, wouldn't it be funny if it, like, you told your chat we were doing something on my channel? Like, maybe I'm free like Thursday, you want to do something? And you're just like, what the fuck, dude? We've been talking for 30 minutes, like, and you want me to go by your chat on Thursday and to tell all my, you know? Like, it's so awkward. Like, what are you trying to say, or what are you trying to do? Like, I would not do that to you. Like, I'm here asking you how your day is, or like how you're feeling, or what you're feeling about the space, or, you know, trying to be your friend genuinely and ask you deeper questions, and you're asking me if I want to like do something for you already, and like work on and like be on your channel and do something like that. Like, literally so many times with girls, they don't really approach me like female content creators. Well, I say this, but they approach me, and usually it's like, well, it's for one of 2 reasons. One, they either want to fuck, or they want to just they want to be friends. So usually I just figure out which of the 2 they are, and when it's friends, it's great. Please listen, when it's friends, it's great, you know. But then there's the other time where it's not so great, and that's fine too. But then when they want to be friends, it's cool, you know. Fuck. VTubers who are themselves are rare. I have 2 VTuber friends who I podcast with, but we're old ladies. That's so cute, sweet vanilla. That's so cute. Can you share that on the Discord? I want to like follow and support you guys. That's so cute, honestly. Yeah. What if it's both? I'm serious, guys. I'm serious. I've had 4 kind of no, I'm not gonna say. It is what it is. It is what it is. They don't even follow me. They just slide in my DMs on Twitter, and they're just like, They just say the craziest shit. They just say the craziest shit. They offer to fly me out, or they offer to do crazy stuff, or they say they've lurked the stream a couple of times, and they say the craziest shit. I swear, I can literally show you my message requests on Twitter right now, and you will see. Like, it's fucking wild. Like, 4 people in maybe the last half a year, or even like 4 months. It's just very, very forward. Yeah. And I appreciate their forwardness, to be honest. Sometimes. But yeah. But there's been like a lot of cool friends who've reached out. Like I think Grimmy is a really amazing friend in VTuber. I think she's really great. There's been a cool bunch of people who have just kind of reached out. Of course, like, yeah, lots of really sweet folk out there. You can't blame them for trying. They're usually nice at first, and then they say something really sussy afterwards. You know what I mean? Or they get flirty after like 2 or 3 messages, and I'm just like, oh, yeah. Me typing your DMs, hey, I've lurked your streams in a while. Henny, I literally ask you to be my boyfriend every single stream. Every stream I ask you, and then you bring up your other friend who came by, you bring up every other person who's not me. It's different. I've been asking you to be with me for like a month now. You can literally slide in my DMs whenever. Apart from the crazy number I'm seeing here, may your DMs forever be safe from those kinds of people. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You're sweet. You know, but I have to say, when women hit on me, it's much more gentle than how I would imagine, how I've seen guys hit on women. Like, when women hit on me, it's more so... It's like light flirting, or yeah, they're never like crazy overt with it or anything like that, you know. So yeah, they're a little bit more subtle with it, basically. What is this cake? It is look at the cake, look at it, isn't it silly? I can change that. What are you gonna be like? You're gonna be straightforward? But can imagine you get a little heartbroken from that each time when guys ask to collab without being proper friends first. Oh my god, all the fucking... Well, I do, but then I also just don't have any expectations anymore either, you know what I mean? It's kind of insane. But yeah, it is sad when guys do that and they just don't want to be friends. They want something like right away from me, and it's just like, why? You know, some people just straight up first message invite me to something. You know what I mean? Like, they try and make it so that it like sounds... they try and make it so that it sounds nice at first, where they're like, hey, been watching you for a while. KYRIO? Is it KYRIO? Sorry, lol, I don't know. Been watching you for a while, KYRIO. When you were Mr. Riaz from Niji Sanji, that was so funny, KYRIO. Anyway, like, can you maybe collab with me on my Minecraft stream and tell your entire chat I'm there? I really loved your work as Mr. Riaz from Niji Sanji. You're so cool, KYRIO. And I'm just like, all right, that's really... You're amazing. It's fucking crazy. I'm serious. Yeah, it's literally like that. It's just the super fake bullshit. Like, yeah, I'm trying to pretend like I'm into you so that you can tell everybody blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's just wild. They don't even get they don't get a response, bro. They just get fucking ghosted, hard ghosted. I don't care. They get completely hard ghosted. The classic pretending to be friendly and then dropping. OMG, we should totally... That's so true, Henny. How do you know it so well? Yeah, it's very, very... That's a line all the time. OMG, we should totally collab sometime. Every single time. It's kind of ridiculous. Is it worse than no one knowing who you are? There's pros and cons to that, obviously. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna say... Again, it's the same thing with the 9 to 5. I'm not going to be here and be like... Oh, my poor me, I'm so popular, you know? I hate being so popular that everybody wants to use me and collab with me. Of course, it's better to have this problem than to not be known at all. But it's still a shitty time. You know what I mean? Like, one, they're not mutually exclusive from one another. And it's still not nice to get those messages or to have people just want to use you in that way. Yeah. Like, see, for the longest time, I just I never wanted to collab or to use people for collabs. Even in Wendy's, I've told you this, but if you guys look at who I collabed with Wendy's, we'd been friends for so long, you know? We'd been friends for months. And we were in the same company, you know what I mean? So it just made sense for us to collab because we don't really have that many options of people to collab with. But in the company, I collabed with the people with the lowest numbers, you know? People would bring up the numbers all the time. I'd be like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, if they're my friend, then they're my friend. And, you know, that's it. Like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck if you are popping, if you're not popping, if you are popular, you're not. If you're my friend, you're my friend. And I want to talk to you. I want to be with you. I want to share my experience with you. I want my chat to look at you and love you for the way that I love you, because I think you're amazing. You know, stuff like that. And I think that's how it should be, rather than just like, yeah, what can you give to me? Thank you so much. Hello. Thank you for the raid. That's so sweet. Thank you. Yippee.